Well, you know what they say, bigger boxes, bigger items. I am hoping that the size of this box means we're gonna get a really good month. Hey beautifuls, welcome back to my channel today. I do lots of unboxings over here, so if you're new and you love unboxings, hit that subscribe button down below and come join us. So today we're going to be looking at my Once Upon a Book Club subscription box. This is a monthly subscription where you will receive a book, but you're also going to receive gifts to go along with that book as well. So it's a very well done subscription. I have had this for years now, you guys. I love my book subscription boxes, and I always mention this, that even though you might not see them on the channel all the time, I still have them. It doesn't mean that I don't like them anymore or that I stopped getting them. I just save them for myself. I get a little selfish when it comes to these boxes. But today I was like, you know what? This is a huge box. I want to open it with you and see what could possibly be in here. So if you're interested in this subscription box and you just love it today, I will be posting a link down below for you. I additionally will have a discount code that will save you some money off of your first order. Now, I always go with the adult version. That it doesn't mean like adult, you know what I mean? It's not like X-rated. What this means is that it's just for us older folks that love to read. But Once Upon a Book Club also makes a subscription box for young adults, and then they have another one that's even for a younger audience, and that's for middle schoolers. So I love that they've got different boxes for each age group. So if you want to even get the subscription for your kids, they've got you covered, and it's going to be set up in this similar fashion, but it is a different book and of course different gifts then. But that code works on any of those subscriptions too. Now the size will fluctuate quite a bit with these boxes, and you don't ever get the same items every month either. So I don't know what's going to be in here. I don't know why we needed a box so big, but I'm guessing there's something massive in here. So this is what it looks like inside of my box. I gotta say, it is packed, you guys. There is a lot going on already. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be good. So our featured book for this month is called The Undoing of Violet Claiborne. We have a paperback novel here. So with this subscription, the books sometimes are hardback and sometimes they're paperback. You don't get to choose the book either in this subscription. Essentially, it is all curated and then everyone gets the exact same box for that month. So sometimes, like I said, we get paperback. It's never a guarantee. This one retails for $17.99 if you were to purchase it at the bookstores. And the copyright date is 2025 on it. So they do include brand new books in this box. And that is one thing that I like, is that you're not getting, you know, books that were either used or that were previous. There are other subscriptions for that. But with this subscription, you're always going to get a current book or a new release. It looks like it's just under 400 pages, so it is definitely going to be a longer read. On the back here, it says, to become a Claiborne girl, she'll have to betray one first. So this is set in 1938, and Jillian Larking is lonely and away at boarding school. She's used to being unnoticed, but then she meets Violet Claiborne. Violet is vibrant, and she takes Jillia under her wing. Violet is unlike anyone Jillia has ever met, and she introduces her to her grand family. There they have an estate, and they also have two sisters. When she meets the Claibornes, she can't believe her luck. But soon she finds out that behind the grand facade of Thornley Hall, there is darkness. Dazzled by the manor and Violet's sisters, Jilly settles into the estate. But when a horrible accident strikes on the grounds, she's ensnared into a web of the sisters' making and forced to make a choice that will change the course of their life forever. So that sounds interesting. I always try to get some context clues by the outside of the book here on the jacket, you know what I mean? So you can definitely see the two girls here, but then you're getting a bunch of plant vibes. So I'm curious if that has any meaning in the story. I don't know yet. Maybe there's like a poison or something. I don't know. See, I read into everything, but keep in mind this color scheme. So you kind of see the red and black that's on here. Everything inside of this box will be curated to match the book. So all of the extra artwork and details in here, even the actual packaging on the gifts, are going to match the design of the book. So they put a lot of effort and thought into curating this box month after month. So with this subscription, you'll receive these gift boxes and it's going to tell you what page to open up your gift on. And then this gift is actually going to correlate to the story. So perhaps, if they're sitting and drinking some tea, you may get a gift that has tea bags in it. You may also get the actual tea cup and the little saucer. So you never know what it's going to be, but it's something either mentioned in the story, something they're doing, or something they saw, maybe it's hanging on the wall. That's what's going to be included in these gift boxes. Now, I gotta tell you guys, to get the best experience out of this box, it is way more enjoyable to open your gifts while you're reading your book. It's kind of like a reward when you're reading too, and you're going along and then you're like, yes, I get to open a gift now. So don't jump ahead. Don't just open all of your gifts. Read through the story, let it come to life, and then open them as you go. We're not gonna do that today because this is an exception. We're doing an unboxing and I want you to know what it's like. But I'm just telling you from personal experience, it's way better if you wait to open your gifts. We get to page 9. Well, this is early in the story. So on page 9, we have a little sticker here that says to open our gift. I'm going to read right before it a little bit so we can kind of have an idea as to what this gift will be, and then we'll open it. So this one says, she opened her suitcase and produced half a yellow sponge cake, wrapped in brown paper and secured with a ribbon. Now here's a quote. Miss Frith, that's our cook. She insisted I take it with me, Violet said. Unwrapping a cake knife from a checkered handkerchief, she says Mother doesn't like us eating cake. She takes these slimming pills that the doctor gives her and they affect her nerves. She's terrified we're all going to get fat and no one will want to marry us. Sounds like a reason to eat more if you ask me. Ha! I would love it if this had cake in it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like cake would be amazing, but my hunch is based off of the clues that we're getting a knife in here, but we'll find out. So this is what it looks like for this gift. So inside, oh look, it's her handkerchief. So this is all wrapped up as if you are with Violet and Violet pulled this out of her suitcase and then it's all wrapped up in this handkerchief, which happens to be a tea towel, by the way. So it will tell you on the front here that this is a usable product. They've just included that as a bonus gift to give you the feel of the story. So when we open up our towel here, inside we have a knife set in here. I knew it. This one is a cake serving set and it comes with a spatula and knife. They are dishwasher safe, which is great. So they're gold and then they have these, it's faux marble, but it looks really close to it. And it's got kind of that gold marbling in there as well. Very cute. Oh, they're heavy. Good gravy. These are really heavy. Good quality though. I mean, honestly, they feel really nice. I can't believe how heavy these are, but this will pick up a good size amount of cake. The next gift is on page 47. And in here, it looks like Violet and Jilly are together and they're in their bedroom. And it says, I was pleased that we were sharing. I would have felt uneasy had I been given my own room in that huge house. A wallpaper of wide green stripes and falling roses made the bedroom feel cozy. Although I did notice that the paper was peeling at the edges. The towels had been laid out on the bed for us, and there was a sprig of winter foliage that was arranged in a vase on the mantelpiece. Violet had a writing desk. It was old and ink-stained. There was also littered bits and pieces that she must have collected, like pheasant feathers, a cracked bluebird's egg, twigs tied with ribbons. Her labeled nature drawings, mushrooms, plants, and insects were all pinned to the wall behind the desk. I noticed a detailed drawing of her beloved deadly nightshade. There were several field guides and 2 volumes of Andrew Lang's fairy books. So there's a lot of clues with this one. I mean, honestly, you guys, there could be anything in here because there were so many things that she mentioned. So this is what the gift looks like for page 47. I'm guessing this is the drawing she's referring to that was perhaps hanging on the wall, because it's definitely not going to be an egg and it's not twigs or anything like that. So inside we have a drawing. So yes, this is what she was talking about of her drawing of the plant. So see, this is the plant that's on here. I just got that actually. Look at it, it's the same, right? I think it's the same flowers. So there is something with this that's connected in this story, you guys. This is really nice. It's cardstock though, so you could frame this if you wanted to. Now we're really going to jump far ahead. We are going clear up to page 221. So we have no idea what's going on in the story at this point in time. But it says, I was about to switch off my nightlight when we heard a light rapping at the door. Violet turned back to me and we looked at each other. The door opened and Emmeline stepped in holding a candle. In her pale dress, her thick hair around her shoulders, the candle illuminated her face. She looked like a specter in a Victorian ghost story. So that's all it says for this one, and then it tells us to open up the gift. So is it a pale dress? Maybe the candle? I'm not sure what it's going to be. So this is what it will look like here for our box. There's that same print again. It is a nice box. I have kept a couple of these, you guys, just because I've reused them to wrap gifts. I am all about less waste. I don't care if it says page on the front here. I will wrap these up and gift them to somebody because, you know, why just throw them out? Oh, it is a candle set. So this is what it looks like. This is a twist taper candle. So this is our free gift in here that she's basically bringing to the door in the story. So this is going to be the holder itself. I've never had one of these, you guys, but it's very cool. I've only seen these ever in movies before, so I'm really excited. So you could literally walk around with this, catch all the wax down here. And then you've got this twist candle, which is very fun. The candlestick does come out if you need to, but I love that this is in here. There is a scent to it. Oh, it's not a good scent. I hate to say it, but I don't think it's a good scent at all. This smells, there's like a Victorian scent to it, ironically, which I'm wondering if they did that on purpose because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this manor. It smells musty and like mothballs. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I keep smelling it because it doesn't smell good to me at all. But maybe that was intentional because, you know, they wanted to give you the vibe of the story. I mean, they are bringing it to life. We have one final gift in here, and this is on page 352. So almost at the end of the book. This is, I hope it doesn't give away the ending, you guys. So it looks like we are jumping down. There's a little bit of a break in here in the story. And it says, several days after my impromptu return to Thornley Hall, I sit at the kitchen table in the warm spring sunlight. The letter spread out before me. There are white daffodils with yellow trumpets that stand in a vase on my windowsill. The kitchen smells of toast and marmalade. And then it says to open it. Did we get toast or marmalade? Nah, this is probably the vase, right? But it's not that big. It is heavy, I will say that. Oh, it is a vase, but it's a book. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So this is what it looks like. This is so cool. This is a great month, you guys. So this is what it looks like. And then it's all going to be a ceramic piece. It even looks like it has pages. It's all textured. But this is actually a vase that you could put flowers into and then let it stand up. I love this, and I love the fact that it does look like a genuine book, you guys. My goodness, what a great month. Also, along with not wasting these boxes and using them, look at how pretty that is on the inside. And it's the same flowers that we saw earlier. I'm dying to know what that flowers mean, but seriously, I love these boxes because they're good, sturdy ones, so you don't have to throw them away. Now, there's going to be one more thing included in your box every month, which is going to be this packet of goodies. I always kind of save this to the end. That way we get an idea of what the story is about, and this will usually make a little bit more sense. So as you can see, there's going to be several different items included in this kit. Starting with, you will have a collectible sticker. This is coming from the team at Once Upon a Book Club, and you can essentially collect these stickers and then show which months you got this box. You also are going to receive an autographed signature from the author of the book as well. So this is one of the perks of being a part of this book club, is that you will get the autograph and you can either put this into the book just like a piece of paper like this, or you can peel this off the back and it's a sticker. So you could actually put the sticker in the front of your book if you wanted to. I never do that just because it kind of bugs me, but I do love that this is the only subscription out there where you do get the signature from the author, and it's just kind of a fun little perk. Now, we additionally will have a bookmark. This will change up every month. So again, they're going to make it match to the story that you are reading. You also are going to receive a note card from the author. So the author will always put together some sort of a little note exclusive for this book club. But this is why I say it is so well done, because they don't just send you a book and they don't just send you some gifts and say, here you go, enjoy. They send you all of these other curated items that match the story, but then they also change all the packaging up and wrap each of these. And I honestly don't know how they do it, you guys, because to do this month after month, year after year, do you know how many books they have to read through to find the gifts, then to get them all wrapped, put them in here? I mean, there's a lot of work because it's not just one size fits all, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate the work that they put into these boxes because they're done so well. So if you would like to try out this subscription box, like I mentioned, I will be posting a link down below in that description box. And then I do have the discount code to save you a little bit of money as well. But all of their subscriptions are very similar to this. The only thing that will change will be the book and the gifts themselves. And then they're just going to be age appropriate depending on which box you go with. So until next time, beautifuls, have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you in my next unboxing video. Bye!